Good evening, everyone. I'm happy tonight to be doing what I think of as some comfort songs, kind of like comfort food. I think we all need that right now. This is going to be a shout out to the great state of Maine and the wonderful folk singer Gordon Bach, who is 80 years old. And he wrote all the songs that I'm going to do tonight. First one is called the Haut Lullaby. Haut is French for the High Island, and it's in the Penobscot Bay off the coast of Maine, and a beautiful, beautiful spot. So that's what this song is about. So. If I could give you three things, they would all be these: a song and laughter and a wooden home in the shining seas. When you see old Haut rising in the dawn, you will play in yellow fields in the morning sun. Sleep now, the wind is warm and the moon is high. Give sadness to the stars, sorrow to the sky. When you see old Haut rising in the dawn, you will play in yellow fields in the morning sun. Do you hear what the sails are saying in the wind's dark song? Give sadness to the wind, gonna lee and gone. Sing it with me. When you see old Haut rising in the dawn, you will play in yellow fields in the morning sun. Sleep now, the moon is high and the wind blows cold, for you are sad and young and the sea is old. When you see old Haut rising in the dawn, you will play in yellow fields in the morning sun. If I could give you three things, they would all be these: song and laughter and a wooden boat in the shining seas. Great song written by Gordon Bach back in 1964. The story that I've heard about this is that Gordon wrote it for a friend of his, another fisher person out there, for their son, who was as a birthday present. And I've heard different stories that, you know, the kid was very young, or that maybe he was in his 20s. I'm not exactly sure, but you know, just like that last line, yeah, you are sad and young, and the sea is old. So. What a wonderful birthday present to have absolutely gorgeous lullaby written for you like that one. So I've never been to Haut, but I hope to sometime, and the pictures look amazing. So this whole show tonight is a shout out to my peeps out in Maine. So of course, Mairead, who's studying at the University of Maine, which is why I had this shirt, and Nelson, who's out there as well. our friends TJ and Pat. And while I'm at it, why not Stephen King and the next senator from Maine, Sarah Gideon. So please all go vote. All right. Gordon Bach was born in Camden, Maine, on the coast, in October 31st on Halloween, 1939. So he'll be turning 81 at the end of this month. It's funny, I've done 2 Gordons in a row because I just did Gordon Lightfoot a couple nights ago. So kind of crazy. So, all right, this next song is called The Brandy Tree, or sometimes just called the Otter's Song. And it's a delightful, wonderful little song that Gordon wrote back in, 1967. And it's, I think you'll like it, so. Well, I go down to the brandy tree, take my nose and tail with me, all for the world and the wind to see, never come back no more. Down by the meadow marsh deep and wide, tumble and tangle by my side, all for the westing wind to run, slide in the sun come fall my happy way, wind come walk beside me, moon on the mountain go with me, a wondrous way I know. Well, I go down to the windy sea, a little gray seal will play with me, slide on the rock and dive in the bay, sleep on the ledge at night. Seal don't try to tell me how to fish in the windy blue. Seal's been fishing for 1,000 years, he knows that I have too. When frog goes down in the mud to sleep, lamprey hides in the boulders deep, take my nose and tail and go 100,000 hills. Sun come fall my happy way, wind come walk beside me, moon on the mountain go with me, a wondrous way I know. Someday down by the brandy tree, I'll hear the shepherd call for me, call me to leave my happy ways, the shining world I know. Sun on the hill, come go with me, days have all been free, pipes have come laughing down the wind, that's the way I go, that's the way for me. All right, The Brandy Tree, also called the Otter's Song. And my brother-in-law, Stephen, is reminding me that on the album, actually, Gordon says that he co-wrote the song with the Otter. So I like that. That's pretty sweet. So I owe a big shout out to my big sister, Nan Louise, because I would not probably know as much about the music of Gordon Bach if it weren't for the fact that she owned several of his albums from the 1970s, and especially the ones that he did with Annie Mayo Muir and Ed Trickett. So they were known as Trickett, Bach, and Muir, or I can't remember the order, but the wonderful harmonies. And they all lived in different places, in different states, and they rarely got to be together. They did go on tour, they did record albums, but back in the day, they actually traded cassette tapes and mailed them to each other of the songs so that they could learn the harmonies and then be ready to practice them when they got together. So old school, long distance music making. So pretty awesome. So the first song I did, the Idaho Lullaby, I learned many, many years ago, and just a wonderful song, my favorite Gordon Bach song. And I used to perform it back at Canterbury House in Ann Arbor when I was in college. They had, it was maybe Friday or Saturday night. There was kind of a coffee house with acoustic music and different performers and people sitting on the floor and just having a good time. And I would do that song. And good memories. And of course, Canterbury House had a long history in Ann Arbor. I think, Bob Dylan played there, and Tom Paxton, and I don't know, Joan Baez, and lots of other folks back in the 60s and 70s. I wasn't playing there until the early to mid 80s. So, all right. What else to say? I have gotten to see Gordon Bach in concert several times, mainly at the Ark Coffee House in Ann Arbor, and especially along with his bandmates Andy Mailmere and Ed Trickett. And I actually, one time, many years ago, there was a concert way out in the country, kind of in southwest Wisconsin, maybe Richland County, I'm not exactly sure where, at somebody's house that Ed Trickett did. So I went and saw him there too. So great musicians. So. All right. This last one is called Hearth Fire, and it was written in 1980. And I feel like it's a perfect antidote to what we're experiencing with darkness and, the sun setting earlier and earlier, with winter coming on, with COVID, and with all the other crises that we're experiencing. So this is a song that should hopefully warm you from the inside. So Hearth and Fire, sing along with me. So here. Hearth and fire be ours tonight, and all the dark outside. Fair the night and kind on you, wherever you may bide. I'll be the sun upon your head, the wind about your face. My love upon the path you tread, and upon your wanderings peace. Song and wine be ours tonight, and all the cold outside. Peace and warmth be yours tonight, wherever you may bide. I'll be the sun upon your head, the wind about your face. My love upon the path you tread, and upon your wanderings peace. Fire be ours tonight, and the wind in the birches bare. Oh, that the wind we hear tonight will find you well and fair. I'll be the sun upon your head, and the wind about your face. My love upon the path you tread, and upon your wanderings peace. I'll be the sun upon your head, the wind about your face. My love upon the path you tread, and upon your wanderings peace. All right, three of my favorite songs from the wonderful Maine folk singer and maritime fellow. He's also a wood carver. He's worked also on fishing boats, and he's a folklorist. Wonderful, wonderful person. So Gordon Bach. And peace be with you. All right, what's up next? It's time for another Canadian folk singer, two folk singers, Ian and Sylvia. Sylvia, just on September 19th, turned 80 years old. So she's the last octogenarian that I'm going to be doing. After them, I'm moving to the septuagenarians, or however you say it. Bob Dylan's going to be the first one because some of you might know he's 79. He'll be turning 80 next May. So, but let's see. This is going to be on Friday or possibly Saturday. Ian and Sylvia, the great duo from up from Winnipeg, up in Canada, in Manitoba. I got 3 songs. I'm going to do 4 Strong Winds, of course. And then the one that Sylvia wrote that, was her big hit, You Were On My Mind. And then a new one for me that I really like, that's been around a long time, and many of you probably know, Darcy Farrow, a lovely ballad. All right. Hope you can join me for that. Thanks for listening. I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and, it's good to connect, so take care.